We are with Coach Richard Carter, head coach of the Lanett High boys basketball team. Coach, we're in a familiar place as we were this time last year. The finals. You're in the finals taking on RC Hatch. Give us some of your insight on how you arrived at this point.
Well, first of all, it's been a long season. We got started late because of how deep we went into the football playoffs, and as a result of that, it took us a while to get in the groove of how we wanted to play the game. But now we've reached that point where I think we're clicking on all cylinders. We are there, and that's what's important. That was when we left last year, winning the state championship. Our goal was to go back and try to repeat again because we brought back the core of our basketball team from last year, and so we're excited. We think where we're supposed to be, and hopefully, if we play well tomorrow, we're going to do what we're supposed to do.
Okay. Now you're taking on RC Hatch, and I think this was a team that you played in the. Was it semifinals last year? Quarter? Okay.
In the finals of the regionals last year at Alabama State.
Probably a different ball club since they've only lost 2 games.
They are pretty much the same team too. They brought back quite a few of their players from last year. They play over in that West Alabama area where they play tough basketball over there, and they're real good. As a matter of fact, RC Hatch has won 10 state championships, so they are the perennial state power in 2A basketball in Alabama.
Anything different this year? Okay, last year, getting ready to go to Birmingham. Does it feel any different this year going back to back?
Coach Charlie Williams said to me the other day as we walked into the arena at the WJCN. He said, "Coach, it don't get old. It never get old." And we're just trying to stay relaxed and seize the moment and just play good basketball. Nothing, we're not in awe of this. Last year, this time, we may have been overexcited, but right now we're not in awe. We know what's going on, and we know what it's going to take to win.
Okay, that's good, having that experience. Let's talk about your leadership on the team. Who, I know you have a lot of great leaders, but who has been very influential as it relates to leadership in this year's club you have?
Well, before the season ever got started, I sat down with Trey Story. He's the only senior we have this year. And I said to Trey, this is your basketball team. And wherever you take us and however high you take us, then that's how far we're going. And he's done an outstanding job leading us this year. I'm glad he's on my team. I can't leave JT Madden out because he's a little spark plug. We love him to death. He give us headaches. Lord knows he give us some serious headaches. But he's hard. I mean, he's hard. He plays hard, and I think kids feed off of him as well. But primarily, this is Trey Story's team. He's a senior.
And then JT Man kind of reminds me of Russell Westbrook just a little bit.
Well, I don't know if I wouldn't go that far.
As far as his, giving his tenacity and giving people a hard time.
Well, yeah. He plays hard. I must say that. And, he's a good kid. And he's a baby in his own way. But JT's come a long, long ways.
Well, that's great, and that's key what you said about Trey, because the first time I saw y'all play Lafayette, I think Trey was on a recruiting trip, and next time when I saw Trey come back, it was a difference in the ball club.
No doubt about it. They beat us over there as the first time we played them, and Trey was on a recruiting trip that night, and then when we come back. And he's a difference maker. He was a difference maker. You may not see him score a whole lot of points, but you see him drive, penetrate, and dish, and doing a lot of good things for us out there.
Okay. Well, Coach, I'm going to let you get back to your work. Much success, and we will claim that Lanett High Panthers will go back-to-back, first time in history.
Kid said to me yesterday, Coach, we fit to make history.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And now we are with 2 of Lanett High basketball star players, and not too many times I can come in the presence of people and feel short, but at this particular time I am short, and I'm 6'2". What's your height?
6'6".
6'7". All right. And I know your name, but I want you to tell our audience your name.
Anquavious, Pollard.
Emmanuel Littles.
All right. And they call you Long. What did you get that name from?
Well, I done had that name long ever since I played rec, basketball, and football. And they called me that because it's like every time I jump, I was just so long and I was just so long and I stretched out. So that's how I got that name Long.
Wow, this mic, it's getting tiring. I'm having to hold it up. Not used to that. Manny, this is your second trip to the championship game. Is anything different this time than last time as you guys are preparing to go to Birmingham?
It's the same thing. How we prepare is to play hard and give it your best every time you get out on the floor, and that's how we prepared last year, and that's how we prepare this year. We go by our motto, is we, not me. As long as we play a team game, we should get the job done.
Wow, awesome. R.C. Hatch, you played him last year. Now, how do you put last year behind you and focus on what you need to do tomorrow night in Birmingham?
Well, we just say last year, and this year is a new year. We just got to come out and play our hardest and don't take the team for granted.
Okay. Now, Manny, when things get a little tough, I know you guys had a little tough time in the last game. I know halftime you were up only by 1 point. What was your take going into the locker room of that game and with that game being so close?
The game being close, we knew we would pull away because when we came in the locker room, Coach told us we haven't given them the best Lanett basketball that we play yet. We went into the second half thinking that we really were losing because the way we played in the first half was really a terrible game if you ask any of the players on the team and the coaches. So when we came out, we just said we got to come out and finish and play our game. If we play our game, we got it.
Okay. All right. Now, Long, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
I'm a junior.
All right. Leadership. What's your leadership contribution to this team?
My leadership is just like when we mess up, I tell everybody just keep their heads up and never, drop your head because you never know who's around and all I say is just keep our heads up and never just look with failure.
Okay, that's good. All right, Manny, any predictions for the game tomorrow against R.C. Hatch and Lanett?
Predictions? So we go and get the win and become back-to-back state champions.
And that's never been done before in Chambers County history. How special would that be to be able to do that?
That'd be real special because not only has it not been done in Chambers County, but our school had our first championship last year, and to come back-to-back off your first one, that's great.
Okay. All right. I appreciate talking to you guys. Yes, Anquavious, Long, Pollard, and Manny Littles. Bring back the championship, guys. We'll be there tomorrow night checking you guys out tomorrow afternoon. So good luck.
Yes, all right.
All right.
All right.